morning go, and then yesterday getting out on the court? What were kind of your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, guys had great energy at practice today. It was good. Get out on the court, obviously different surface than what we're used to playing on. So for guys to be able to get some shots last night and then get some work in this morning, we did some live cutting, offense, defense on the floor. So wanted them to have great familiarity with it going into our game tomorrow.
What are the reviews of the surface so far?
I didn't ask. I think guys felt like, in general, you can hear them talking a little bit like bouncy in terms of jumping on the court. And I think they were just taking it all in.
What's the coolest part of yesterday with JR getting the big news and everything that goes into that?
Yeah, no, I'd say, JR's done such an amazing job for our program. I mean, he's been first class in terms of how he's coached the team, he's led, things he's done in the game, player development, recruiting, every aspect of our program, he's had a positive impact. So he's given us, 5 amazing years, and really happy for him and his family and the next opportunity. It's a great opportunity. So excited for him, but I think right now the focus is on the task at hand, which is, we need to win this game tomorrow and take it from there. And I know he's all in, the rest of the way with us. And then, the next chapter will start once we conclude.
PJ, I know you never want to look past a single game, just the way this league has been, to condense it all into Wednesday through Saturday, or Tuesday through Saturday, I guess. Just how much more of a gauntlet is it when you've got it all compacted like that?
No, it's really challenging. I think the league this year, when you look at the talent that's in the league, from the tremendous freshmen to a lot of the older guys, some 5th and 6th year seniors, to a lot of experienced European players coming over. I think the league from a talent standpoint is as strong or as healthy as it's ever been, and I think it's better than any other conference. And so to think about how you embark on that one day after another, to your point, it is extremely challenging. Again, we focus, from a mindset and mentality standpoint on we have one opportunity, and we'll find out here in the next few hours who that opportunity is against tomorrow, and we'll put all our focus into that, and that's where we'll keep it. But to your point, like it is very unique with how good, how talented, just the depth of the league is really impressive.
The preparations up to this point, you played Arizona State most recently, Baylor I think twice. How does that kind of help with preparing to play tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I think obviously coming off the Arizona State game, you have a lot of familiarity as you go into that game, and the same bodes well for them. And with Baylor, having played them twice, earlier in the season, and very knowledgeable there too. So I think in both cases, they're teams where, whether it's because of the 2 times or the recent play, just a level of familiarity, for us and also for them. So I think that'll factor in for both teams.
3 straight seasons with 25 or more wins. What does that consistency mean to you?
Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of our guys, the work that they do every single day. I think we really strive, to be everyday guys. And I have a corny, post-it note on my computer that says relentless consistency. I mean, to me, what's really important is that every single day you're the same in terms of how you work, your attitude, your effort, your approach. And at the onset of coming in 5 years ago to be to have this opportunity to be that coach, that was something that really mattered to me, that we didn't have these big swings and these ups and downs, that we could be a program that day in and day out could be about the right stuff and the work habits and do it day in and day out. So I'm really proud of our guys that they've embraced that challenge. And like I said, the games, the outcomes of the game are the results of their hard work.
How much do you lean on your first time? I mean, you're long-time guys in this tournament to inform the first-time guys like Jamari and others, just how rigorous it is to compete in this event.
Yeah, no, we're fortunate to have the guys back. That 4 guys that played significant minutes with Joshua, Milan, Taman, and Nate, and then also with Cade, the opportunities he's had. So I think having that experience is really important. I mean, we know we're fortunate. We'll have great fan support, and we really appreciate that. And that means a lot to our guys and allows us to play at an even higher level. And but yet I think there is such a thing this time of the year of experience benefiting you and how those guys can lead by example, the things they can offer, and communicate to some of the younger guys that haven't been through this experience. I think that's really important. And our guys have done that throughout the course of the year. I think that's why you've seen, even specifically with our 3 freshmen, the continued progress those guys have made. They deserve the credit for their work, but also, the older guys in terms of taking them under their wing and mentoring them and helping them be at their best.
What do you feel like JR getting this opportunity says about just the health of your program and the consistency that you guys have been able to build that respected D1 program wants to hire from your staff?
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool because, and even conversations I've had with their athletics director looks at how our program plays, how our guys carry themselves, the effort, the attitude, the consistency, all of those things. And if another athletics director at a university says, hey, those same things and how that looks, we want to be able to play a similar brand of basketball. We want to build a program a similar way. Like I said, it's a credit to our coaches and players because of how they work every single day. And again, I can't say enough how JR's earned this opportunity. He's going to do a tremendous job. We're all supporting him 100%. And it's a great credit to his talents and abilities, and yet at the same time, focus is right here on let's win this game tomorrow and go one day at a time.
How close do you feel like at any point of the season you guys have been to your ceiling?
We've had some really great games. I mean, if you look in the early part in non-league play, certainly the game at Purdue was really a strong one. And I felt like regardless of score and outcome, every possession, you just felt like our defensive intent and focus was so good. And then offensively, how we shared the ball, moved the ball, and we made big shots consistently throughout the course of the game. So that was a really high moment. And then as you go later in the season and you have the back-to-back home games with Kansas and Houston, and you go in the Kansas game, and I thought we played really well in that game. In the Houston game, we made big shots and made timely plays to come out with a win. So, sometimes, especially in the Big 12, how your conference schedule lines up can factor into things because there's teams you play at the beginning or the end, or how it breaks down that maybe you feel like you're doing better or not as well based on that, more so than what you're actually doing. So I think you have to look at those opportunities and experiences you had through the season. Not even mention like early the St. John's win. I think that was a huge win for us to give us confidence of what we could do and what we could accomplish. I mean, and they, if I'm not mistaken, they won the Big East outright championship. So I think you have those early years, St. John's, kind of early, middle, Purdue, later in the year with Kansas, Houston. I mean, I think those are 4 games that we can look at and say those are really well played games, and we won those games in different ways, and give us the confidence when you enter an environment like this that we can strive and we can play at our best, and we've shown ourselves that we can play really well at points this season.
Seeing Taman, Milan, and Joshua all get all conference honors, how much does that mean to you to see that?
No, it's great, man. All those guys are extremely deserving. I mean, all 3 of them had great years. The impact they've had on our program and our team winning has been amazing. I think on the first 2 teams, it might have been Arizona had 3 first-team guys, and we had 1 first team and 2 seconds. So I think, again, just credit to all the guys in our program for their work to be able to elevate a few individuals. And I think to those guys, I mean, it would, I would never sell those guys short. The work ethic, the character, and the habits Taman, Joshua, and Milan exemplify every single day they're outstanding.
TJ, does Joshua's quieter nature make him that much better of a sponge or that much better of a learner of the game?
Well, he definitely is extremely intelligent, takes it all in, processes it. He's a really good listener, and he understands how it all fits together. So someone who's a true student of the game, a great listener, and then he's an excellent problem solver. He's somebody that's able to, you put him in there, you learn it, you study it, you absorb it, and then he comes out even better. So, it could be that, because he's not always the most vocal, that he is such a good listener and he is processing things, and then he's finding ways to create solutions. So all those things can be true.